Welcome to the online course Stylistics. That is the second part of our lecture. In the first part, we discussed the most frequently used word in English, just to understand in more detail the English word stock. And we remember that the English word stock, it is quite the same as the standard English vocabulary. And there are three main layers that are literally, neutral, and colloquial. Tell me, please, which is the biggest? I suppose your answer is neutral. You see that the biggest circle is neutral. Okay, it means that the word doesn't have or doesn't bear a positive or negative sense. Literally and colloquial layers have their own subgroups. Okay, so we discussed the great example with the word guys, showing that tendencies change and sometimes some words penetrate into other layers. And to know the word better, to study it, you should study also the period of time. Okay, very good. So the scheme was given to you for individual studying. I suppose that there were not any problems with it. Okay, if there are, please write in the chat. We will discuss them all together. Okay, also, I suppose, I hope that you remember that the boundaries between layers are sometimes blurred. It means that, as we discussed earlier, tendencies, everything change. The language is changing. Even now it's changing, yeah? And we don't know which words in future will penetrate into other layers, for example. Nowadays, they seem to us maybe familiar or unfamiliar, but sometime later they could change. It's also norm. Okay, so also the example was given, we discussed it. And we stopped here. We discussed the layer, the literally one, that it falls into following subgroups: common literally, terms and learned words, poetic, archaic, barbarisms, and literally coinages. So common literally are used in writing and public speech. And you know that when they used in a private situation, the humorous effect will be produced. Terms and learned words could be found, as all of you, I suppose, know, in science. If used in another sphere, it helps us to understand the inner life of character or characters. Yeah, they're given an example of the piece of work. Please read it, and you will understand. Okay, poetic words are used in writing intentionally seeking a literary tone, like blade, farewell. Farewell, for example, nowadays we use bye, yeah, but farewell, it's a bit poetic, but anyway, very beautiful. So, archaic. Archaic means something that has come out of use. Archaisms can be proper, historical, morphological, and poetic. Okay, there are some differences. Okay, I suppose that there won't be any problems. Barbarisms and foreign words. Please mind that barbarism and foreign words are not the same. They are close, just close in meaning, but no. Yes, they are the words of foreign origin, but there is a great difference. The difference lays in the fact that one of them, the one group is fixed in the dictionaries, but another is not. Okay, barbarism are defects of English, registered barbarisms, but foreign words are not. Okay, and because of that, they're given in italics. You see, yeah, in italics. And it also gives us kind of a hint to understand where a person or a hero comes from. Yeah, because it has kind of maybe definite accent, and we will understand better. Okay, literally coinages. Just neologisms, yeah, fixed and authors. So they could be fixed. It means that a lot of people are quite familiar, they don't have any problems using them. But authors are much more difficult for understanding. Maybe at school, if you read the books by Zamyatin, for you maybe it was difficult to understand the neologism because all of them were authors. I mean, the author created them, and only the author knows for sure what exactly they mean. Okay, so next. So difference, as we discussed, between foreign words and barbarism schematically. So if you just have a pen and notebook, please write down. Okay, good. The colloquial layer consists of, okay, so colloquial layer. There are some subgroups: common colloquial words, slang, jargonisms, professionalisms, dialectal words, and vulgarisms. Okay, in more details, have a look. So, common colloquial words are private talks. Most of them are synonyms to the stylistic neutrals: a chap, fellow, fag, cigarette. Sometimes it's difficult to understand, yeah? Okay, to differentiate. Slang, non-standard group of words, including a highly developed phraseology. Flex, lit, and thick. I suppose the students, they are the best when it comes to using slang. Okay, jargonisms can be social, like finals, the end of studying year, call, meaning college, and professional ones like blockbuster. Okay, next slide. Professionalisms are the words used in a definite trade, profession, or calling by people connected by common working interests. Professionalisms usually act as colloquial equivalents of the terms. For example, I have a problem with reading this one. Synchrophasantron in Russian, maybe synchrophasatron, I suppose, yeah. So it has a kind of equivalent like saucepan, yeah. Newspaperman, blunder. Yeah, I mean, professionals, I mean, people who work in the sphere, they would understand these words, but ordinary people, they won't understand. Because of that, we have kind of equivalents. Okay, anyway, just difference, yeah. Professionalisms. Clearness, yeah, they could be characterized by clearness, but jargonisms by secrecy. You have a photo, a picture of a spy. You understand that jargonisms are used deliberately by people, just maybe to keep a secret, to keep a secrecy. But professionalism, no secrecy at all. Okay, dialectal words are the results of the language integration, and they differ on the phonetic and the lexical level. Dialectal words could be really different, connected to all the spheres. But talking about English, there are four main dialects: Lowland Scotch, Northern, Midland Central, or Southern. Okay, and talking about the usage dialects, there are three dialects, three main: New Zealand, Southern, Midwestern, Central. You understand that there are much more dialects in the whole world. They are given only the main ones. And to understand the dialect, I would recommend you to switch on any video on the YouTube and listen to the native speakers. I mean, Irish, or for example, Canadian, Australian, to understand better some differences and some peculiarities, how they pronounce vowels or consonants, something like that, yeah. Okay, vulgarisms, expletives, swear words of abusive character used in conversation out of habit, can be used in literature, in direct speech, expressing strong emotions like damn, hell, goddamn, and sometimes they are called four-letter words. You understand which ones, yeah? Not every coarse expression is a vulgarism, remember? Coarseness may result from improper grammar or pronunciation. Sometimes people try to speak properly, beautifully, good, but something goes bad and they make mistakes, and because of that some humorous effect is produced, but they didn't seem to use a vulgarism at all. Okay, good. So congratulations, you finished the first lecture. If you have any questions, please contact me or write in the chat and we will discuss it together. So see you on the second lecture. Bye bye. I wish you all the best.